Welcome back. It's now time for your lunchtime sports. Athletics is where we begin. Reigning champions St. Mary High continue to lead the point standings on the second and final day of the Eastern Athletics Championships underway at the National Stadium. St. Mary High, who are hunting a seventh straight title, have so far tallied 384 points. Titchfield are second with 311 points. Port Antonio third on 171 points. Live coverage of today's second and final day can be seen on TVJ, TVJ Sports Network, and OneSpotMedia.com. Petersfield's High coach Machel Woolery says his team has been significantly weakened as he has been losing athletes due to the ongoing issue of scamming in the parish of Westmoreland. Coach Woolery says ever since the start of the pandemic, a number of students have fallen into the illicit practice.
COVID affects us hard in Westmoreland. COVID and scamming was I think affects us well. A lot of boys don't turn to train this year. A lot of good boys decide to die. But they don't come school anymore. See it for the dogs.
Woolery, who has spearheaded the rise of Petersfield's program, which has produced athletes at the national youth level, says it has already eroded much of his hopes for this season.
Well, it's just more progress. We have to just go back to the drawing board, get invited to kids, talk to the parents, if we can get them back interested, and them going forward to see what happens for next year.
But the experienced coach says whatever his team lacks in quantity for next month's ISA Boys and Girls Championships, they'll make up for in quality.
Well, as I say, we have a small squad with the champs this year, and I think we have some individual performance. So it's great things for individual performance. Somebody we might not really someone who might know, but let's see what happens from it.
Football news now. 2021 champions Cavalier moved up to third in the Jamaica Premier League standings following a 1-0 win over Very United in the feature match of a doubleheader at the Ashenheim Stadium on Monday evening. Colin Anderson got the winner for Cavalier in the 70th minute to take his tally to 11 for the season and move them up to 29 points, one behind Arnett, who are on 30 points. Only Trevante Stewart with 13 goals has more than Anderson so far this season. The result sees Vere remain 12th in the standings with 14 points. Now earlier, a former Reggae Boys technical director, Clovis de Oliveira, got his first win as coach of Chapton Maroons after they upset Tivoli Gardens 2-0 at the same venue. And further afield, Liverpool and Real Madrid will square off in a repeat of last season's UEFA Champions League final when they renew rivalry at Anfield this afternoon at 3 for the first leg of their last 16 tie. Diogo Jota and Roberto Firmino, who both came off the bench on Saturday in the English Premier League, are available to Jurgen Klopp after recovering from injury. Real Madrid captain Karim Benzema could return from injury for the Anfield clash. Meanwhile, Napoli, who have been exceptional in the Italian Serie A this season, winning 20 of their 23 matches, will take on Germany's Eintracht Frankfurt in the days of the match. And that is the final whistle. And I am Jermaine Brown. Shane, back to you.
Thanks, Jermaine. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shane Masters. Join us at 7 for Primetime News on behalf of the news, sports and production teams. Have a good afternoon.